Recalling the heavy burdens of building a career from the ground up, Taehyung's walls completely crumbled, sending millions of armies into hysterical tears. Seeing his soulmate so vulnerable, JeonJungkook instantly moved fast, wrapping his arms tightly around Taehyung's body to comfort him. Unable and completely unwilling to ever see Taehyung cry, Jungkook wiped away his lover's tears with absolute gentleness. This intimate moment goes far beyond mere friendship. It is a clear proof of Jungkook's ride-or-die love, always protecting Taehyung. The atmosphere of the stadium instantly turned into a sea of deep emotion, witnessing the romantic sincerity of a couple who constantly give each other strength. Hello ARMY and everyone who just joined. Hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. Let's jump straight into today's video topic. Welcome back to Vkook. Busan. Tears and deep emotion blanketed the entire stadium on the final night of BTS's concert in Busan. Amidst the roaring cheers of millions of armies packing the venue, a deeply intimate and emotional moment was caught on camera, revealing just how profound the romantic bond is between the two youngest members, Kim Taehyung and JeonJungkook. The concert, which initially overflowed with high energy and joy, suddenly turned into a sea of tears when Taehyung could no longer contain the rush of emotions in his chest. That night, Busan was not just an ordinary port city. It stood as a silent witness to the long journey of Kim Taehyung. Standing on a magnificent stage illuminated by thousands of light sticks shining like stars, Taehyung's memory was suddenly pulled back to the past, recalling the early days of his career which were filled with sweat and tears. Every corner of Busan seemed to replay the memories of his youth, back when he was just a young boy with big dreams that were often doubted by the world. As a slow-tempo song began to play, Taehyung's emotional walls completely crumbled. Tears streamed down his cheeks, reflecting both his immense gratitude and the heavy burden he has carried as a global megastar. Seeing his beloved sobbing, the millions of armies present in the stadium seemed to share his pain and sincerity, triggering a wave of collective crying across every corner of the stands, filled with deep empathy. However, Taehyung is never alone in facing his emotional storms, because JeonJungkook is always by his side. Realizing that the love of his life was feeling vulnerable, Jungkook immediately took wide strides across the stage, completely disregarding the choreography just to hold Taehyung's body in a warm embrace. For Jungkook, Taehyung's tears are his ultimate weakness, and he vowed in his heart never to let sadness take over the person he loves most. With a gentleness reserved exclusively for Taehyung, Jungkook tightly held the trembling body, hiding his partner's face against his broad chest. Jungkook's strong hands gently stroked Taehyung's back, while his lips whispered comforting words that instantly calmed the panic in the heart of the man he wed in a hidden love. This romantic sight reaffirmed that their relationship goes far beyond the boundaries of ordinary friendship. They are a couple who constantly uplift each other. Jungkook has honestly expressed to those closest to him that the hardest thing for him is to see Taehyung cry. For him, Taehyung's happiness is the absolute axis of his own life, so seeing tears fall from his lover's beautiful eyes cuts deep into his own heart. On the Busan stage that night, the ego of an idol melted away, leaving only a man named JeonJungkook who simply wanted to protect his soulmate from pain. While continuing to hold Taehyung, Jungkook took a piece of tissue and very gently wiped away the tears pooling on his lover's handsome face. Jungkook's gaze was incredibly deep, radiating an immense and protective love, as if reassuring Taehyung that while the world may change, his love will always remain. This protective gesture amplified the emotional waves among fans, as they witnessed the sincerity of true love right before their eyes. For Taehyung himself, this concert in Busan triggered an incredible flashback regarding the metamorphosis of his career from zero to the pinnacle of popularity. It was in this city that he reflected on how many sacrifices he had made, and how Jungkook had always been the anchor that kept him grounded amidst the madness of global fame. In every twist and turn of his career, Jungkook's love has been his only home, the place where he can truly be himself. Slowly but surely, thanks to the comfort and warmth radiating from Jungkook, Taehyung's tears began to subside into a sweet, soft smile. He looked up, meeting Jungkook's eyes which were filled with concern, and tightly gripped his partner's hand as a token of gratitude for a love that never runs dry. This intense physical and emotional closeness served as undeniable proof to everyone of how beautiful their romantic relationship truly is. This magical moment in Busan instantly became a hot topic, and went viral on various social media platforms worldwide. Many admired how Jungkook treated Taehyung with such profound affection, proving that behind the glitz and glamour of the entertainment industry, there lies a pure and incredibly resilient love story between the two. This romantic relationship is no longer just an open secret, but a source of strength that inspires many about the true meaning of loyalty. The final day of the concert in Busan closed with the beautiful sight of Taehyung and Jungkook walking side by side, occasionally exchanging meaningful glances. The tears that had fallen earlier were replaced by a positive energy filling the stadium, leaving a deep impression that the night was not just about BTS's career achievements, but a celebration of a sincere love between Taehyung and Jungkook, who have successfully weathered the storm together. A journey rooted in the early days. The emotional flashback Taehyung experienced on the Busan stage that night cannot be separated from the memories of their early struggles over a decade ago. As his tears flowed, Taehyung's mind drifted far back to the difficult times when they were still trainees living in a cramped dorm. Busan seemed to act as a time machine, reminding Taehyung that amidst the uncertainty of youthful dreams and the harsh pressures of the industry, Jungkook was the first person who was always there to extend a hand and embrace his tired body after a grueling day of endless practice. For Taehyung, the beginning of their romance grew out of a pure sense of mutual reliance during those tough times. When a teenage Taehyung often felt homesick and doubted his own abilities, Jungkook, who was also very young at the time, stepped up as his strongest pillar of support. The warm hugs Jungkook offered in the quiet corners of the practice room were not just comforting. They were the seeds of a sincere love that flourished between two hearts fighting to conquer the world together. In this very city of Busan, looking at Jungkook, who has now grown into a dashing and protective man, Taehyung realized just how extraordinary his partner's loyalty has been. Jungkook has accompanied him through every phase of life, from the lowest points where they had to share a single bowl of ramyun, to now standing at the top of the world as megastars adored by millions. Their love hasn't changed one bit. The sincerity in Jungkook's embrace on this grand stage tonight felt exactly the same as the warmth of his hugs all those years ago in their cold dorm. Those memories made Taehyung's tears in Jungkook's arms that night feel all the more poignant yet beautiful. Every sob that escaped Taehyung's lips was a release of immense gratitude, because he didn't have to walk this exhausting career path alone. Recognizing that his lover was drowning in an emotional flashback, Jungkook tightened his embrace, as if whispering that he would always remain the exact same person holding Taehyung, no matter how high they fly. Fans watching the moment on the stadium's big screens could feel a deep historical bond in the way the two looked at each other. It wasn't just a gaze between two groupmates, but the look of a couple who have navigated storms together since they had nothing to their name. The flashback of past struggles that has now borne sweet fruit in Busan seemed to emphasize that the greatest success in Taehyung's life is not global popularity, but the fact that he is always loved completely by JeonJungkook. Seeing the depth of their sincere love and the magnitude of the struggles Taehyung and Jungkook have overcome from their trainee days to rocking the Busan stage, it is no wonder this moment instantly brought tears to anyone watching. Their pure romantic bond, which constantly strengthens them amidst the glamour of show business, serves as living proof that true love really does exist. This moment of warm embraces and tears in Busan is sure to become one of the most beautiful and unforgettable chapters in the long journey of their relationship. Share your thoughts. Now it's your turn to share how you felt after seeing how protectively Jungkook comforted a sobbing Taehyung on stage. Did their flashback memories tonight bring tears of emotion to your eyes in front of your screen? What do you think about the way Jungkook always stands on the front line to protect and bring happiness to Taehyung? Go ahead and write down all your feelings, thoughts, and messages of love for this legendary couple in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this news update and share it with fellow fans, so we can all celebrate the heart-touching beauty of Taehyung and Jungkook's love together. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.